VFA SBL Life and Living Today. When we look at the SBL or Silat Buka Lingkaran or open circle Silat, looking at the footwork. Basically there's about 5 or 6 basic fundamental footwork series that we kind of go through. And it starts out, initially I'm looking at this side. So this is just kind of my ready stance. This foot is angled either straight out or a bit of an angle. This one is angled at towards going straight or possibly slightly bent, just as you kind of look more in practice. But the idea is I'm in this, my knees bent, I'm not straight-legged, I'm not leaning too far, I'm good solid position. Now the first part is called the L step. When I come in, I'm gathering my energy and I'm sinking in. L step. Change to the other side. Gather, release, gather. This is an elbow, row. Right? Change the other side. Now, why did I say make sure this foot's pointed out this way? We want to build this idea of gallop, this idea of tone and torque into the body, but it still is relaxed, so it's not using a lot of strength. It just is still nice and relaxed, so that I'm using the natural parts of my body to turn, create this torque, to let it go and fly. And that helps as a force accelerator. It helps to increase the power of the force that I use. We're going to take this nice and slow in the training part as I'm coming through. Up, sink. Now come back the way you came. Pull into this torque. Because why am I doing this? This last piece isn't just a reset. I'm throwing my elbow. And there's my elbow. I can turn, go the other side. Turn. Gather, punch, gather, elbow. Turn, torque, release, turn, elbow. So that's the L step. Essentially, it's here to here. It becomes more fluid and I'm just working this way. Okay? For the drill purposes and to understand, I'm accenting this pullback of the hip. So as you begin to feel this torque, as I then began to release my body with the punch, the strike, the knife, whatever the energy is coming out. Now, in order to get back, I have to shift from my center in, and might as well throw an elbow, get back. So that's the L step. Another one we use coming through is going to be Deepak, and that's simply where the back leg shifts in front. Shifts in front. So Deepak. Coming across. I'm almost into this 4 corners depending upon the length of my gait where this heel comes up. When I sink towards the middle of my body, I create that sense of stability. So because I'm in movement, it may feel like I'm not stable. And if I carry my weight up high, I don't bend my knees, I don't sink my weight. And when I say I'm sinking my weight, I'm not just bending my knees. I'm literally feeling my energy reach out to the ground from my core. So when I'm here and I'm coming across, when I begin to step, I'm sinking. This also loads my body up to be able to turn if I need to. Alright? And it still gives me that flexibility. So when I come through, now you can come out, if I'm using this for a throw, this hand may be out. For our drill purposes, I'm just using this for here. Now we can combine into those two. Senpak is front leg goes to the back, always covering, and I can do Senpak now with this leg or this leg coming in. Alright? So, whereas Deepak is here, Senpak is here, and be here. Now, I always want to try and keep my hand open and covering the down line. The lower level, you may find at times with watching me that just because of training, this may drop down. In part, I'm using this for twists and turnings, grabbing arms, getting ready to strike, doing joint locks, reaching for a weapon. There's a variety of things. So you'll see those variations within what I do. Here. Back. As long as I'm covering, that's all I'm looking at. So I cover, or I cover. The idea is I want to have one hand up, covering this high line, I have another one down. It's either positioned here, or I also like here, covering low line. So we put those together, and I have here. And then I can switch to the other side. I can switch to the other side. And then I go, so I can do this like 10 times each side. Okay? So, we've looked at L step, Deepak, Senpak. Now, there's also what's called a half moon step. And I was getting around this corner. So now I'm in the same position, this pasang. As I come through and I'm moving, this foot replaces where this foot is. This foot's going to come across to this corner. It's the half moon, think crescent. So now I've changed my angle in one direction, now my focus is in the other. Each time, remember, I'm covering, and these coverings are also strikes. So, now we have side, L step, Senpak, 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 back the other side. So then you can build on those. The last of the steps is a replacement step that we've seen in other styles, and I'm just simply coming in. And when I do, notice everything here begins to change because I'm using this to grab, so I block one, or I'm using this to catch. There's an elbow. So my replacement step comes in here, 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 with upper body, here, here. If I look at this, put it all together. And I'm focusing on structure, I'm focusing on intent, where my balance is, where my balance is not, where I need to change. So when I come through, cover, and that is, I guess, pretty much the 5 or 6 movements looking from SBL, from Footwork series. So I have L step, 1, 2, 3, technically 3B, and then I have 4 and 5. So that's what we have for those.